What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on this eye look here, which was a highly requested eye look. Thank you to everybody who voted on my Instagram poll. All right, y'all, let's get into this tea. The palette that I'm gonna be using today is one of my new favorites, and that is BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro Palette in collaboration with Stacey Marie. I am obsessed with this palette. I love how many colors there are. You have anywhere from your more colorful, bold colors to your more neutral colors, which is what we're gonna be focusing on today. Now, I wanna mention that the tips and tricks that I'm gonna be using are what's comfortable to me and what I love. However, feel free to customize this look to your own personal needs and desires. All right, let's get into this look. So first things first is your base. I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite base by P. Louise. This creates the perfect canvas. I love that it comes in multiple different shades for each skin tone. I am using shade 2. This is really gonna help smooth everything out, help to tone out any darkness or discoloration, and again, just provide a nice blank canvas. The first shade that I'm going in with is Basic, and I'm going in with a nice fluffy brush. The particular brush that I'm using is Sephora Collection Pro brush number 26, and I'm really just mapping out my shape. Now for this shape, I really do want it to be elongated, so I really make sure that I concentrate any leftover product on the brush towards the temple of my eye to really give that blown out effect. Also, I want this to almost connect to my nose contour, so I just bring slightly right here, just so it looks really, really seamless. So now that we got the shape we want to build more saturation with the same color. So I'll be going in with the same shade and the same brush. Now it's important to build saturation. Colors can get lost, especially when you are building on top of them. Don't get discouraged. It's okay to go back in, reinforce with the same color, and just build up that saturation. It takes patience and quite a few tries, but again, don't get discouraged. Now that I got the saturation I want with the first shade, I'm gonna dip into my second shade, which is Hall. This shade I'm gonna be using with a more tapered brush. This brush is number 19, again by Sephora Collection, and this one is more tapered than the other one. So it's really great to go ahead and pack shades on while being able to still blend. Now I want to use this color to build depth. So I'm gonna go slightly below where that color is. Now first I do stippling motions to really pack the color on. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do circular motions to blend that into the previous color. Now whatever I have left over on the brush, I wanna go ahead and bring right into this area here to accentuate that shape further. Now that I've further shaped out my eye and added more definition, I want to add depth, and I'm going to be using shade Intuition to do this. I'm really going to focus this on the outer corner first. That's where I want the most pigment. And again, I'm going to be doing this with a stippling motion first, really packing it in. Now, if you notice, I'm not taking this out too far like I took out the last two colors. I really want this to be saturated and concentrated in this one area. And then whatever I have left on my brush, I want to go ahead and further define and accentuate that shape that we created. All right, this eye look is definitely coming together. Now, I am seeing though, that I did lose a little bit of that saturation with Hall as well as that previous color. So I wanna go ahead and reinforce. I'm gonna do that with a small crease brush. This is number 24. Like I said, it's okay. Sometimes you're going to lose the color. It's all about building up saturation. And again, you might need to do this a few times. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend Hall back into the picture. Now I'm gonna go in with Basic, and again, I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce her and add her right back in there. Now that we have our desired shape and saturation, we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease, which is my personal favorite part. Now I know for a lot of people that this is really, really scary. Some people don't know where their crease is exactly, or simply just don't know how to cut the crease. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the P. Louise base and a really thin concealer brush. Now, for some people, it's just simply by tilting their head back and looking down into the mirror, they can easily spot their crease. For others, it's a little bit more harder. And a really, really fun tip and trick that I like is placing concealer right here and simply looking up. Right where that line is, that little mark, all you're gonna do is follow that shape, and that's where you need to cut your crease. For me, I like to do that, but I also like to follow my natural shape as well. Remember, symmetry is everything, so make sure that you're taking your time with this, as well as taking a look at the other eye and where the crease is placed. Now that my crease is cut, I'm gonna go ahead and set it, and I'm gonna be using shade Pillow Talk. I'm gonna also use this with brush number 13, and I'm gonna do this in a patting motion. I really like this brush because it's nice and flat, so you can really get precise. With a flat shadow brush, this one is number 15 by Sephora Collection, I'm going to be adding Intuition, and I'm going to be doing this in an angled motion. I almost want this to mimic eyeliner. I'm just going to do this in a patting motion. Whatever I have left over on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend it into the crease. For further detailing, I'm taking that same color and a brow brush. Eyeliner brush is definitely fine, and I'm going to take this along the lash line. I also want to add a little bit more definition to my crease with Intuition, so taking that same brush, I'm going to go ahead and redefine that shape right there and reinforce that color in depth. All right, you guys, now we have our shape, we have the saturation going on. Now it's time for the funnest part, and that is the little details. That's going to be glitter. I'm gonna be using Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Glitter Gel. This one is in shade Dreamland. Using a detail brush by Sephora Collection, I'm stamping this glitter gel right along where I placed Intuition, almost right on top of it. Now you can never have enough glitter, so I'm gonna be using a second glitter, and this is also by Urban Decay. This one is their Heavy Metal Eyeliner, and this one is in shade Midnight Cowboy, and I'm gonna be using that just right on top of the previous glitter. Now before you go and work on the bottom of the eye, make sure that you let this glitter dry for at least a minute so it doesn't transfer to the top of the lid. Using a flat shadow brush, I'm going to replicate all the colors we used in the crease to the bottom of the eye. Now taking a dense dome-shaped shadow brush, this one's number 18 by Sephora Collection, and really taking that in the inner corner to add some light. All right, you guys, we are almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes, some bottom mascara, do my red lip, and I'll be right back. And voila, this is the final look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Please leave me any thoughts in the comments, shoot me a like, and make sure you subscribe for more content. All right, you guys, see you next time.